But on a job like this is what you need to get it done. Street. Not yet. Got lots of them in Sudbury. Yeah.
Bonjour monsieur. Oui, ça va bien, merci. Joanne? Yes. Slippery in the winter, very slippery.
Even with the weight?
Yes, you got to be very careful. Yes, but it's fun.
Let's see what you got going in the
Yeah,
cabs.
you go
The
for a ride?
seats,
We'll take you for a ride.
We
can get you in there.
I love it. Panic the RCMP guys. We'll take a rain check.
I'll take anyone for a ride. These are Joanne.
Daniel, great to meet you.
Okay, let's start moving back for the scrum. Okay.
Sorry everybody, it's gonna get a little bumpy when I put the camera back on the tripod. Radio-Canada? Oui. Je pose une question? Oui? Ok, super. Teresa aussi? Okay, hi. You can come on this side if you don't mind. Sure. It's just going to be easier for us. As long as he can hear you, that's totally fine. Okay.
Yep. He's out of here for mine.
So somebody no, good one. But no, this is pretty good. Like even like when you're farted, yeah, as you know.
I was tempted to make that joke, Martha.
The only one.
So the three of you, the PM will make a short remarks and then we'll take your questions. So, are you going first?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bonjour tout le monde, c'est un grand plaisir d'être ici à Sudbury, de retour à Sudbury pour voir de façon concrète les investissements qu'on est en train de faire du gouvernement fédéral pour améliorer la vie des gens ici dans le nord de l'Ontario. On avait fait cette annonce il y a une couple d'années pour Melee Drive, mais de voir ce qui est en train de se faire, de rencontrer les gens qui sont en train de travailler fort pour bâtir une amélioration pour la vie des gens à Sudbury, ça me touche énormément. Ça fait quelques jours que les gens parlent de la météo, de la température, mais moi, je veux aussi parler un petit peu des changements climatiques. On voit qu'aujourd'hui, au Saskatchewan, les conservateurs sont en train de lutter contre notre plan pour lutter contre les changements climatiques. On sait tous que depuis plusieurs années, les gouvernements ne font pas assez pour lutter contre les changements climatiques et différents gouvernements de différents partis ont toujours repoussé un peu le besoin d'agir pour contrer les changements climatiques. Eh bien, notre gouvernement a décidé que c'était le temps d'investir, de lutter concrètement contre les changements climatiques, d'aider les familles en le faisant et de préparer l'économie de l'avenir et préparer de bons emplois. Et malheureusement, les conservateurs, les politiciens conservateurs ne sont pas seulement en train de repousser l'action sur les changements climatiques, mais ils sont en train de lutter activement contre un plan concret sur les changements climatiques. Alors, on est très déçus à ce niveau-là. It's a great pleasure to be back in Sudbury, an opportunity to see concretely where our federal investments in infrastructure are landing. We were here for an announcement on the Maley Drive project a couple of years ago, and to see it actually underway, to meet the folks who are working really hard every day to deliver on this much needed infrastructure for Sudbury, for Northern Ontario, is a really positive sign. I was pleased to be with the Mayor today and seeing the impact that the federal dollars that are flowing concretely to municipalities across Northern Ontario, across the country, are really important. Obviously, here with Marc Serré and Paul Lefebvre, our great local MPs who have been strong voices for Sudbury and for Northern Ontario, is always a pleasure. Over the past few days, we've been talking a lot about the weather and the winter storms that have been hitting, but I want to touch on the issue of climate change again today. We know that successive governments over the years have always tried to put off taking real action on climate change because it's difficult, it's challenging. Well, we decided that it was not, we couldn't be putting it off anymore. We needed concrete leadership and action on climate change to tackle the economies of the future, create good jobs, create cleaner jobs, and support families through this change we're going through. And now Conservative politicians in Saskatchewan, where Doug Ford is supporting the fight they have, are not just trying to delay action on climate change, they're actually actively fighting action on climate change. And from the conversations I know with Canadians right across the country, people want to know that we're actually stepping up to build that cleaner economy of the future, ensure those good jobs, and protect our environment for future generations. That's what our plan is going to do, and I'm really disappointed that Doug Ford and his fellow Conservative politicians are actually fighting against something that's going to make a significant positive difference in the lives of Canadians. Happy to take your questions now.
Prime Minister, you said that you told Jody Wilson-Raybould that any decision on matters of the Director of Public Prosecutions were hers alone to make. So did you remove her as Justice Minister because she didn't make the decision that you wanted her to make on SNC-Lavalin?
Jody Wilson-Raybould and I had a conversation in September in which I emphasized to her that the decision the decisions she makes as Attorney General, particularly in this matter, are her decision, and that I was not directing or pressuring her. If she felt that she had received pressure, it was her obligation, her responsibility to come to talk to me, and she did not do that in the fall. And she continued to choose to serve in this government as Veterans Affairs Minister when I made a cabinet shuffle. La ministre Wilson-Raybould et moi, on a eu une conversation en septembre dans laquelle j'ai souligné que la décision sur Lavalin qu'elle devait prendre comme procureur général, c'était la sienne à prendre et que je n'allais pas intervenir ou mettre de la pression sur elle. Si elle a senti par la suite de la pression, c'était sa responsabilité de venir m'en parler, ce qu'elle n'a pas fait à l'automne, et elle a accepté de continuer de servir au Conseil des ministres quand je lui ai demandé de servir en tant que ministre des Anciens combattants.
Next question.
Prime Minister, your government made a promise that by 2021 you would address drinking water issues at First Nations communities across Canada. In Northern Ontario, we have plenty of First Nations with water issues as well as infrastructure, housing. What specific steps is the government taking to address these issues to have this done?
We made a commitment, as you said, that by May 2021, 5 years from the day we announced the commitment, we would eliminate all long-term drinking water advisories in Indigenous communities. That is something that hasn't been done, hadn't ever been done in years, and it's a challenge to do because it involves investments in infrastructure, it involves training, it involves significant partnerships with the communities, and it's always been something that is, of course, essential in and of itself, but also an indicator of the health and the prosperity and economic well-being of a given community to have clean drinking water. We have actually eliminated 78 long-term boil water advisories in Indigenous communities. There are many more to do, but we are absolutely on track to delivering on that commitment by the time we promised. That's a promise we're keeping.
français.
D'éliminer les avis d'ébullition d'eau dans les communautés autochtones, c'est une promesse que nous avons faite. On a promis de les éliminer complètement en dedans de 5 ans, ce qui nous amènerait au mois de mai 2021. On peut vous dire qu'on est absolument en mesure de dire qu'on va y arriver. On en a éliminé 78 déjà. On est encore en train de travailler sur les autres et je suis très confiant que de l'eau potable dans nos communautés autochtones, ça va être une réalité d'ici la date d'échéance.
Ministre, vous parlez de la conversation que vous avez eue avec l'ancienne ministre Wilson, Raybould Wilson, en septembre. Combien de conversations a-t-il eu entre vous et elle, ou alors entre les membres de votre gouvernement ou de vos conseillers au sujet de SNC-Lavalin, et qu'est-ce qui a été dit exactement?
Écoute, on a toujours fait accompli nos responsabilités en tant que gouvernement, de veiller sur la croissance économique, de se préoccuper des emplois des Canadiens, de regarder comment on va continuer de créer de la croissance économique. Et c'est des conversations qu'on a de façon constante en tant que cabinet, en tant que Conseil des ministres, en tant que gouvernement. Mais toutes ces conversations-là et tout cet engagement-là envers la croissance économique, ça a toujours été fait selon les règles et les normes très bien établies. L'indépendance judiciaire, c'est une priorité de base pour ce gouvernement et pour moi-même. Et donc, si quelqu'un, un ministre quelconque ou Mme Wilson-Raybould a senti qu'il y avait quelque chose de pas correct qui s'était passé, elle avait la responsabilité de venir m'en parler. Or, elle ne m'en a pas parlé du tout.
Prime Minister, can you just tell us the reasons that Ms. Wilson-Raybould gave you for why she decided to resign from cabinet?
Do you want me to answer that question in English? Okay. I'm just trying to remember. Okay. As a government, we take very seriously our responsibility to grow the economy, to invest in jobs, to invest in a strong future for Canadians. That's exactly what we do. We look every day at how we're going to continue to grow the economy and create good jobs. But the way we do that is always consistent with the rules and the norms and the principles of the independence of the judiciary and the rule of law. If anyone, any minister, including the former Attorney General, felt that there was that we were not living up to that standard, it was her responsibility to come and speak to me directly about that. She did not do that in the fall, and she accepted another position in this government when I made the cabinet shuffle. So we are going to continue to work hard to build a stronger economy and always respect the rule of law in this country.
Merci beaucoup tout le monde.
Merci tout le monde. Thank you.